Um,
Hello from Shalom Acres. Today we want to kind of talk about, what are our goals as a farm and kind of as a homestead, and how that relates to gardening activities and other stuff like that we've done. So our goal as a family is by the end of 2017, we want to be as fully self-sustaining as we possibly can. So we'll go through some items that we've canned and other stuff like that, but before we get to that, we've already figured out it appears that there's going to be a few areas that we're not going to be able to be self-sustaining on. It looks like some of the dry goods, so like the kamut, the ancient wheat that my wife uses, some of the different beans that we do. While we can grow kidney beans and we can grow black beans, it's also very laborious and time consuming. So if we need to do it, we can. We've proven that we can do it this year. But long term, we've decided as a family that that's something that we just feel we're going to buy in bulk. And almost everything that I'm going to talk about here is items that we've been able to grow or raise pretty much on about 2 acres, especially around the chickens and all the other things that we've done. But sheep and the cattle requires more grazing land. But almost everything I'm going to talk about here that we've been able to do has been on 2 acres or less. And the other area that we're still waiting on is some of our fruit trees. So we've seen some of the fruit trees. They've really started to produce last year, started getting some good fruit on them. But they're still probably a few years away from they're actually going to be where we'll be able to get enough fruit back in that would be enough for our family. So that's another item for the next couple of years that we're going to be buying at least a portion of it in bulk. But we do have quite a bit of fruit, berries, and stuff like that. So what I've done here is, and Stephanie and I, you can probably see, we've got a canning list here, and it also covers, it's on the back too. So what we've done this year to try to make sure that we're going to hit our targets for 2017, we've written down everything we've canned and that's the way, in that way, manner of preserving. So potatoes, we ate a lot of white potatoes and other stuff like that was fresh. But we also canned 70 quarts. Salsa, we've canned 30 pints. Diced tomatoes, we've done 10 pints. Tomato sauce, we've done 45 pints and then 10 quarts. Okra, which is something that we, when it's pickled, we love it as a snack, something with hamburgers, but a lot of times instead of having a processed snack in the evening, because again, we're going away from that. And it's been a journey. We've been doing this now We've been gardening for probably the last 8 to 9 years, but really in the last 2 years is when we've started putting a lot of our gardening practices to, pulling them all together and allowing them to actually take hold and kind of direct our family on what we will eat. Pickle spears, we've got 30 quarts. Slices and cubes of pickles, we did 16 quarts, 16 pints and 1 quart. Pickle relish, we did 14 pints. Jalapeno slices, we did 11. Beef broth, we did 12. Chicken broth, we've done over 40, I think 43. And we're probably going to do close to another 100, maybe 120 more of those, just because that's something that we use as kind of a main staple for not only a lot of the dishes Stephanie cooks in, but that's what we cook later. In a minute, we'll get to the beans. Stephanie soaks, and then when she does all of her beans, she actually puts them all in that broth. The chicken legs, thighs, and wings, we've done 38 quarts. Onions, we've done some half pints. We did 40 of those. Carrots, we've done 10 pints and 5 quarts. Black beans, we've done 25 pints, along with kidney beans, 25. Chickpeas for hummus, we've got 20 pints. Beef stew, we did 40 quarts. Chicken soup, we did 30 quarts. Stephanie also made like a 5-bean soup, and she did 15 of those. And then there's a couple different ones that she did, a different type of chicken noodle. We did another 15 of those. Baked beans, she did 7 quarts. Green beans, we did 30 quarts. Cubed meat, we did 32 pints. Ground beef, we did 72 pints. And then we had a pumpkin that was blessed to us from another family. That's just something we didn't grow a lot of this year, and we ended up getting 18 quarts out of that. Not only from that, we also were able to make a smoothie, bread, and then also some pumpkin chili. So if you've never had that, boy, that is wonderful. So just really looking at what we've done. And again, these are all the totals. We don't know exactly if it's what we need for a year, but we know we're getting in the right direction because our grocery bill has gone down dramatically. We used to spend probably, at one time we were spending over $1,000 a month on groceries. Now we're spending probably only $500, and that number just continues to go down. The only thing that we're actually buying now would be in bulk, would be the organic beans, rice, and some of those staples that we can't get. Like I said, we don't have apples, some of the carrots. While we do have a good fall carrot crop in, our spring carrot crop didn't do so well. So those are the types of things that we're going to continue to do. And we're not just going to go to the store and just buy the junk. We're growing and raising everything organically here. So we're making sure what we buy at the store will be comparable at least to what we can grow. I still don't think it's as good as what we can grow, but at least it's comparable. And it's something that doesn't have a bunch of pesticides or GM or anything like that. So those are our goals as a family. Thank you for staying with us, and I just, as far as subscribing, and I encourage you on your farm or your homestead to look at how many acres do you really need. Because I know when we started homesteading, we thought the minimum number of acres we needed was 20. And we're sitting on 13, and we're doing really well and staying plenty busy just with 13. So again, wish you all the best on your homestead. Hopefully your endeavors, so you'll set yourself some goals and challenges, and you'll reach them and be just as excited as we are.